Hey, what's up everyone? So originally I was planning on doing a review of the Kimber R7 Mako 9mm today, first gen. It's a pistol that I'm very familiar with, I'm very comfortable with. It was my everyday carry for over a year prior to going with the Springfield Hellcat that I talked about in my last video. But a friend of mine came by last night and we came out in my backyard just to do some plinking because of where I live. I do live in the county, so I can shoot, but also I have neighbors that I want to be respectful of. So I don't want to be out here, dropping bombs in my backyard with other people in the general vicinity. So that's when I'll just grab 22s and things like that and just come out in the backyard and shoot around a little bit, especially now that I purchased my first ever suppressor back on January 1st. That $200 tax stamp went away. Jumped on it, went to a silencer shop, picked up my first suppressor. You see here, it's the Resilient Suppressors Jesse's Girl. This is a sub $300 silencer. Since I had never purchased a silencer or used a silencer before, I didn't want to go out and spend a lot of money on it, but I do have to admit I will be spending a lot of money on them now because they are awesome, they are fun. If you're looking to kind of get your feet wet, you don't want to go out and spend $700-800 bucks on a 223 can or a 9mm can. You just want to kind of get your feet wet. I definitely would suggest grabbing a little 22, getting a feel for it, learning the ins and outs of how to clean these, how to remove baffles, how to do all of that type of stuff, and make sure it's something that you really want to invest the money in before starting. So I actually purchased the suppressor before I purchased this pistol. And this pistol is the MK4 by Ruger, the Mark IV. The MK4 has a long history. This started off in 1949 as the Ruger Standard, was the name. And then it's had some changes over the years. So 1949, you've got the Ruger Standard. 1982, it becomes the MK2, the Mark II. 2004, it becomes the Mark III. And then in 2016, we have this design that you see here, the MK4, the Mark IV. One of the greatest features of this firearm is the ease of breaking it down. The takedown on this is super quick. If you look here, you can see, I know it's not the best lighting, there is a button here with the little Ruger icon on the back. All you do is make sure you are on safe. Let's make sure we're cleared. Put it on safe, push that button, and you lift right off. And then there on the top, it just fits right into that bar and it breaks down that easily. And putting it back together is just as simple. You set it down on that bar, you line up with your back bar and push down, and that's it. So super easy to take down. Even my kids could take this down and clean this if I needed them to. So super easy to use. So let's talk about the variation that we have here with us of the Mark IV. Now, the thing about the Mark IVs is the price can vary greatly from one model to the next. These things can range from $350 up to around $800, depending on the model that you get. Now, what you see here, this is the 2245 MK4. This is the lower cost model. This is 350 bucks. You can get this at 350 bucks at a lot of shops. I picked this one up at Kentucky Outdoorsman, just because I wanted something immediately to attach this suppressor to. I've got a GSG Firefly, which if anyone's aware of those, they did have the contract making the Sig Mosquito. When that contract ran out, GSG started making the Firefly for themselves, but it does not come with the right size barrel threading in order for me to be able to throw that that Jesse's Girl resilient suppressor on. And I am not one for my patience, so I went out, bought this, so I could go ahead and shoot that suppressor immediately. So just some key features of this particular MK4. 22 cal, semi-auto. Barrel length on this one is just under 4.5 inches, about 4.4 inches. Overall length, 8.5 inches. Height is 5.5 inches, and it has a width of 1.22 inches, just under 1.25 inches. The weight of it unloaded is around 33.5 ounces. I think it's exactly at 33.3 ounces unloaded. Not that, 10 rounds of 22 are going to add a lot of weight to it or anything like that. But this model did come with 2 of the 10 round magazines inside this case here. It does have a cold hammered alloy barrel. It also came with this aluminum Picatinny rail from the factory. The receiver is blued alloy, and the frame, the grip, is polymer. Trigger weight is around 3.5 pounds on this, so it's got a feels like a super light trigger on this one. Great feel. I mean, it's a 22, so recoil pretty much does not exist on this. But like I said, they do make different variations of the MK4, this being one of the lower priced models at around $350. If you get into things like their hunter models or their target models, their competition models, then you can get up to around $700-800 pretty quickly. But like I said, this one served the purpose that I needed, which was being able to throw a suppressor on it quickly and go out and have fun in the backyard. I am actually going to go ahead and put a few rounds through this, something I've never done before on a video, and I'm going to do that suppressed. So we're going to go ahead and move the thread. I have tried similar, not similar, but I've tried several different brands of ammo through this, along with some of the other firearms that I have that are capable of taking a suppressor. And the one that I have found to be the absolute best for this, not only this Ruger, but also on like my Winchester Wildcat rifle, is the CCI Suppressor Max, which we've got right here. These things are awesome. I've gone through multiple boxes of these. I've started stockpiling these. If I get below, 500 rounds of these, I start feeling a little itchy, like I need to go out and purchase more, just because they do run so well through any of my suppressed firearms, whether it's this, the GSG, the Winchester, the Browning Buckmark, whatever it might be. These are getting 8 every single time. Never had an issue with the CCI Suppressor Max. Second up is the Quiet 22 semi-auto. A great round. You can see it's also a 45 grain like the Suppressor Max, both subsonic. This one has a velocity of 835 feet per second, where the Suppressor Max is 970. So, you know, the Suppressor Max is running a little faster than the Quiet 22, but overall, I'm still going with the Suppressor Max. And the main difference is you can see on this Quiet 22, it says Quiet 22 semi-auto. They also make a box that is just Quiet 22 long rifle, right? If you get those and you try to run those through a semi-auto platform, you are going to have malfunctions. You are going to stovepipe. You are going to have failures to eject, because I've done it. So just being able to have a one box of ammo to run multiple, to run through multiple firearms, the Suppressor Max comes out on top of the Quiet 22s, at least for me, just for a one size fits all type of resolve to an issue. And then the last is the one that I most recently purchased. These run at between 850 and 1,000 feet per second, and that is the Super Suppressed by Winchester. Now I have run these through my Mark IV with no issues whatsoever. I've not had one malfunction through my Ruger MK4 with that ammo. However, when I put these in my Winchester Wildcat, you know, the irony's not lost on me that a Winchester product going into a Winchester product is where I found my issues. But I have had multiple failures to eject with the Winchester Super Suppressed through my Winchester Wildcat when I have the suppressor installed onto that. So once again, I'm going Suppressor Max by CCI. I have gone ahead and loaded up some rounds. I think I've got 4 in here. They're all the Suppressor Max. I don't have a decibel reader. It's a video. I could, you know, put one of 3 or 4 different kinds of ammo in here and say, this is this one, this is this one, this is this one. Tell me what you think. But no one can watch a video without a decibel reader and really make heads or tails of what's happening. So I'm just going to kind of showcase my favorite, the Suppressor Max, through the MK4, and you all can decide if it's something that you'd like, or maybe you'd like to try the other 2 brands as well. I mean, they are 22s, so they're not super expensive. I bought a 325 round of those Winchester Super Suppressed for, I think, 27 bucks. Now the 100 rounds of the Suppressor Maxes are around $14-15, and then you can get these little, you know, the Quiet 22s in a 50 round box for, you know, $5-6 bucks, whatever. But like I said, my choice is this Suppressor Max. So to close out the video, I figured we would go ahead and pop off some shots in this MK4. But before we do that, my final takeaways on the MK4 is it's great for what it is. Am I glad that I have it? Yes. Will I keep it? Yes. Would I want to have my life depend on it? Absolutely not. Would I pick this to take with me in the woods as my primary sidearm? Absolutely not. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a 22. This thing, I look at it as this is meant for fun. This is meant for, you know, shooting snakes in the backyard. This is for, you know, you've got a small injured animal in your backyard. this is going ahead putting that down. You know, I've had to do that with some groundhogs and things out here in the country. They get hit on the side of the road, they're suffering. You got to put them down just to be humane. That's where something like this comes in. And at $350, why not go out and have fun? You know, take that $350, take it out, have some fun with it, let the kids have fun with it. You know, I'm in this whole rig, silencer, firearm, everything, for less than $600, you know. And I can easily say I've already had more than $600 worth of fun out of this, and we're just getting started. I'm only about, you know, 700 to 800 rounds in on this thing. So to close it out, I'm just going to take it over. I did have a box set up with a target on it. I believe that's fallen over. So we're just going to go out here, bust off these shots, see what everybody thinks. And yeah, tell me what you think. Is it something that you'd be interested in having and purchasing? What do you think the best uses of it are? Is it recreational, or would you do more than that with it? But overall, yeah, I'm very happy with it. I'd purchase it again. Thanks to my buddy Brian at Kentucky Outdoorsman for hooking me up with a good deal on the pistol, and for his guidance on purchasing the right can for my first time. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to make sure we're ready to go. We've got one in the chamber. The safety is on. We're just going to pop off these 4 shots. And that's it. That's the Ruger Mark IV. In all its glory. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. I will be back soon with another more in-depth review on something that you would consider a lifesaver, or something that you would be more dependent on, your concealed carry, your everyday carry, whatever it might be, your home defense. But just thought we'd have fun with some 22s and silencers today. So hope you enjoyed it. See you all soon. Thanks.